called Facebook Business Connect, and another one for the She Means Business trainers.
Yeah.
And it's very like that. It's if you have a question that they can cover and share a link to the answer, no problem. But if you come up with a question and they're like, oh, not really sure, I'm a little bit further on that I can get access to these people. But I have people coming to me, and they're like a big local charity has asked me, they've been struggling to get a donate button on their Facebook page. And they've asked me for help. So I've posted it to the Facebook business community group that I'm in, and not really any answers yet.
Nothing, just a tumbleweed. Oh, we've not dealt with that question yet, so delete.
Yeah. If you follow the process, and I'm like, the process isn't working for them. Well, okay.
It probably flags up in
that
the
question.
Message from Louise, ignore. She's always got difficult questions.
Oh, here she comes again.
Yeah, block her.
Oh, dear. So, Catherine, how do you find your clients? Do you find them... So
Nightmare.
I'm quite interested in this question because I find clients locally and I find clients online. And I'm wondering, because you're virtual does not necessarily mean that you don't also have local clients. So how do you find your clients?
So initially, when I first started finding clients, I used to email local business owners, but I'd always personalise it. So one of my first clients was a will writer, and I got in touch with him, letting him know how my services could help his business. So I said, if he's ever got any admin bits that he needs doing, then I'm there. I can do that. And I also noticed that he'd recently moved offices. So I talked about that in the email. And so just to personalise it, he'd moved from a first floor to a ground floor. And I said, I hope that the move to ground floor will increase your footfall and what have you. And that I found has always worked by personalising it. No generic email or anything like that.
No.
And to also allow the recipient to know exactly how you can help their business. So if it was another local business owner, because I do bookkeeping, I would say, while you're sending out invoices or chasing payment for your client from your clients, you can't be working with future clients. So you may want to consider outsourcing that. I can help for £60 a month, blah, blah, blah. And just making it as easy as possible. And also, as you know, Louise, I teach you to suck eggs by talking to you this. Always have a call to action to make things, let people know what you can do, how much it will cost, and what they need to do to say yes. Really? Yeah.
No, and it's funny, isn't it? Because people put out messages all the time about things that they do, but they forget to say, here's how to book with me, or here's how to work with me, or send me an email.
Yeah.
And it's those little bits that people just forget to add on, and then they think, well, why is this not working for me? Why is it I'm as good as Catherine, but why is she getting all the clients and I'm not? And it literally can be that little tiny thing. Just
absolutely making it easy for them. Because I watch virtual assistants online because they're my target market for the book. I do often see, somebody gives a shout out. I need some help. I need a VA, and VAs will then come on and say, I can help with that, and then just leave it there. And it's like,
DM me.
Yeah. No, nobody wants to DM you. You're there to make their life easier. So I say to the VAs that I mentor or that are in my membership, I say, I can help with that. Finish it with, I've got experience in X, Y, and Z. Here's a little bit more about me, and direct them to your email, your website, or include your email address so that they can just bang straight in.
And then I really like that, because then they can go off and find out for themselves whether you're the kind of person that they want to work with.
Yeah.
I really don't like it when I get cold messages from people. And another thing that bugs me a little bit, and people do this, is getting an email or a message from somebody pointing out how you could do something better than you're currently doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've like those recently.
That's not the way to get to work with me. I'm sorry.
I keep getting them from, we can see your blog post here is fantastic, but you could get more comments on it if you put it here or include a link to my website. Yeah. Spam.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it bugs me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about membership, because I have a membership, the Social VA Academy, teaching people how to build a business online. And you have just started your membership, correct?
I have, yes. It's for VAs, and it's to enable them to get to success, and whatever success means to them. So we cover everything from learning new skills to getting in the money mindset, because that is a huge, difficult one for a lot of people. Also to how to find clients, the best ways. But the difference is they've got access to me, so they can say, look, I've contacted this potential client and I put this, and this in the email, but they've not replied. And I can analyse it and say, well, it's missing a call to action, or I wouldn't reply to that because, and it's just allowing them to step back and to reflect and to use my experience. But I've also got some other VAs in there as well that are already established.
Yes.
And some other industry experts. So I've got a business coach in there, Facebook ads specialist, and things like that, just to help along the way. And I'm also doing my own podcast, but it will be for members only.
So, interesting.
Yeah, so members only, exclusively in there. Ooh. So that I won't be out on iTunes or anything.
Okay, so I'm a techie geek, so I love that kind of stuff. So tell me where you're hosting it. Okay,
I'm hosting it on Libsyn.
Right. No, not your podcast, your membership.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's on Facebook, but I've got a members, so the group is on Facebook.
Okay.
That's just for chatting. I've also got a members area on my website.
Okay.
Only they can access, which has got the podcasts. I put my webinars on there and resources as well. So there's resources for, trying to think off the top of my head now, what have I got on there? So there's things like a website checklist, everything you need on your website and what you don't need on there as well, so that it makes the customer journey as easy as possible. Things like that. So a lot of it is hosted on my website.
Okay. Great. And have you decided what price? Well, obviously it's out already. So have you got like a pricing structure, and what kind? Are you happy to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's £30 a month.
Oh, same as me.
Yeah. Or if they do the year, then it's $330 for the year. So it's £30 off for the year.
Yeah. Okay. And so they sign up and they get access to the members area on your website. So you have a plugin like MemberPress or something?
Yes. What did I use? Paid Membership Pro, I think I used.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The payments go through Stripe as opposed to PayPal, because one, I find PayPal is too buyer bias. So if a buyer's not happy, they'll just refund it without any questions. You just suddenly get an email saying we've refunded blah blah blah's money. Not that I don't want people to get a refund, but I want to be able to discuss it.
Yes, understand why and all that stuff. Yeah.
And Stripe's fees are also lower than PayPal as well. And I've used Stripe for a while now with my whole website, and it's been amazing. So I highly recommend that for anybody that's looking to take payments, whether it's on WooCommerce or a membership site. It's
well, you know that Stripe is owned by two Irish brothers.
Well, there you go. So that's why it's good then.
Just getting that in there.
All right.
So you've got your one-to-one clients, you're doing some webinars, you've got your membership.
Yeah.
Any other revenue streams we've missed out? Or you've got your book?
I've got my book. But I'm also a full-time VA as well. So
and of course, doing the actual VA bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my USP as well, that I mentor and help other people with their VA business.
Yeah.
I'm still a VA myself. So so that's,
which I think is important actually, Catherine. So I'm helping other people build their business online.
Yeah.
And I'm very much stuck in the nitty gritty of all the social media, because I still do my workshops on social media, and I don't really take on clients, but I have a couple of clients that I work with just through really legacy attachment.
Yeah. But I think it's important as well. I mean, it's not going to be important for everybody, but for me it's important, and I want to attract people that have got the same,
and they see you doing it,
ideas. Yeah.
No,
and it's like, I help with social media support, and So my social media, I try and keep up and up and up all the time.
Yes.
So that, yeah, same as you.
Yeah, no, I love that. And do you go to any live events, Catherine?
No, I don't. Because of the fatigue, I don't tend to go to many live events. I went to Janet Murray's Content Live.
Yes.
But I couldn't join them in the evening, unfortunately, for drinks and meals, so that I could stay there for the daytime. And that was absolutely fantastic. But I limit my face-to-face events to things that
makes sense. I want to talk first of all about the online summit, because you are one of my guest experts.
I know, I couldn't believe it when I got your message. I was so chuffed. Thank you.
Well, of course. I look for people. I see people online and I think that's a person I think that would. And I'm right, because look at our conversation today. Of course, we're going well. So the online summit is called, I ran one last year. It's called Raising Your Visibility Online. And it's quite funny because 3 of you, now we're recording this on the 3rd of January, and 3 of you have been amazing and got all your stuff into me. So that being yourself, Catherine, and you wanted to be first, but you're beaten to the chase by Kate Erickson of Entrepreneurs on Fire.
I can accept that.
Well, Kate's whole thing is that she is extremely organised and productive. So, I kind of, she's just fab anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, it runs over 3 days. It starts on the 28th of January. It's free for everybody to sign up and join. And we'll have a link in the show notes here. And Catherine, you are doing a piece about being a VA. So it runs across 3 days. We've got 12 people. So it's every day there are 4 lessons or classes released, if you like. And you have access to those for 24 hours. So I love doing this kind of stuff. I love running something a little bit different. And Online Summit, I just really enjoyed last year. And we have a pop-up Facebook group that goes with it, which is brilliant for meeting other people, interacting and asking questions of the speakers. Not all the speakers are necessarily going to be in the group. But some are, and I would highly recommend that you do join it, Catherine, because
I'd love to, because there's bound to be questions that I've not covered in my webinar. So
and it's funny because some of the speakers from last year, like lovely Fran Excel, who has the Positive Pants podcast, and we've been mutual guests. But Fran, I'm in one of her groups. I see people from my community commenting on her stuff. So the relationship continues.
Oh, good, yeah.
Which is really lovely. And a lot of that is about raising your visibility. It's about networking online and connecting with people.
Well, I'm really looking forward to listening to the other speakers.
It's going to be brilliant. And actually, Kate's doing all about podcasting, so that'll give you a few pointers for your podcast.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we'll have a link for signing up for that below. We also have a link to get access to buy a copy of your book, Catherine. But if people want to get in touch with you any other way, how do they do it?
So my website is delegateva.co.uk, and everything that you might want to know is on there.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me today, Catherine.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Social Bee podcast. Come and join us over at www.socialbeeni.com and let's start creating a buzz about your business. And if you like what you hear, please pop over to iTunes and leave me a review. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.